Hello and good morning, everyone. Welcome back to our English class. How are you? I pray that you all are safe and sound at home. Today, in our English class, we are going to study one more interesting lesson. In our previous class, we have studied the first part of lesson 2, that is the sound of music. As I told you earlier, that this chapter has two parts. So today we are going to study the second part of this lesson, and the title is The Shehnai of Bismillah Khan. I'm sure you all must have heard this name before, Ustad Bismillah Khan, a very famous personality, a very famous Shehnai player of India, and this chapter is based on his life history. We all love music, isn't it? We all listen music and enjoy it. But how does it affect us? Music touches our heart and soul and gives peace to our mind. Have you ever noticed it? Whenever we are tired or in stress and we listen a soft melodious music, it gives us peace, joy and relaxation to our mind, and we forget all our problems. It overflows in our body and refreshes our soul and mind. Music has a healing power. Music is a fantastic peacemaker of the world. Music is very spiritual and has a power which connects us to God. There is nothing like music to relieve the soul and uplift. Now let's see the chapter. This chapter throws light on origin of Shehnai and the life of all-time great Shehnai player Bismillah Khan, the pride of India and the winner of the highest civilian award of India, Bharat Ratna. This lesson tells us about his dedication to music and his love for India. And now we will see the history, or you can say the origin of Shehnai. In olden times, there was a musical instrument called pongi, but its sound was very sharp and unpleasant. Because its sound was very sharp, or you can say unpleasant, so it was regarded as a noisemaker, and King Aurangzeb banned the playing of this instrument. But one day what happened? A barber, I hope you know what is a barber, a person who cuts hair. So a barber who belonged to a family of musicians thought to improve this instrument. So he took a long wooden stick which was naturally hollow. It was long and broader than pongi, and he made 7 holes on its body and then tried to play it by closing and opening some of these holes. And guess what happened? Yes, it produced a sweet melodious sound. He then played it in the palace or royal court, and everyone was pleased with that music. And now this new instrument needed a name, because the instrument was played in the Shah's chamber, or you can say royal court, and it was played by a barber. In Hindi we call it nai. So it was named as Shehnai. Sheh means played in the royal court, and nai means played by a barber or nai. So this way, this new instrument was named as Shehnai. Children, you must have heard the Shehnai, but where? Mostly in the weddings and temples. Why? There is a reason behind it. And what is that reason? Because Shehnai is considered as auspicious, means holy, which brings good fortune. So it is played in the temples and weddings in India. Earlier, Shehnai was a part of traditional music groups, but the credit of bringing the Shehnai onto the classical stage goes to Ustad Bismillah Khan. Now children, we will see the early life of Bismillah Khan. Bismillah Khan was born on March 21, 1916 in a musician family in Bihar. His grandfather Rasul Baksh Khan was a Shehnai player in Bhojpuri's king's court, and his father Paigambar Baksh and other ancestors were also Shehnai players. So when Bismillah Khan was 5 years old, he played Gilli Danda near a pond in Dumraon. Dumraon is his birthplace, and he played there like all children play. Every day in the Bihariji temple, he used to sing Bhojpuri Chaitya, means a prayer song. And at the end of the song, the king, the local Maharaja, he gave him a big laddu weighing 1.25 kg as a prize. You must be thinking how he learnt music. Bismillah Khan learnt music early in life. Just imagine, at the age of 3, his mother took him to his maternal uncle, means his mother's brother, Ali Bux in Banaras. When he saw his uncle playing Shehnai, he was very much impressed. Soon he started going with his uncle, Ali Bux, to the Vishnu temple in Varanasi to play the Shehnai. He loved music. For years he practiced in Balaji and Mangla Maya temple at the banks of river Ganga. He practiced with devotion, and the flowing waters of Ganga inspired him to invent new rags. When Bismillah Khan was 14 years old, he went to Allahabad Music Conference with his uncle Ali Bux. After that, he got his big break in the opening of All India Radio in Lucknow, and then he became a famous Shehnai player on radio. The most remarkable thing to know about Bismillah Khan is that he was the first Indian to play Shehnai on 15th August 1947 when India gained independence. He played Rag Kafi at Red Fort in the presence of Mahatma Gandhi and Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru. At that time, Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru gave his famous speech, Tryst with Destiny. Talking about his performances, how he became worldwide famous, children, because he gave many memorable performances, both in India and abroad. And people loved his music of Shehnai. You know, his first trip was to Afghanistan and he gave a fantastic performance. The king of Afghanistan, Zahir Shah, was so deeply impressed by his performance that he presented him Persian carpets and other valuable gifts. The music which Bismillah Khan played was so sweet and melodious that the film directors like Vijay Bhatt, Vikram Srinivas were very much impressed by his music. Vikram Bhatt made a Hindi film on him, Goonj Uthi Shehnai, and the film was a big hit, and its song Dil Ka Khilona Hai Toot Gaya became a record breaker, or you can say chart buster. He also played music in one more Kannada film, Sanadi Apana, but he was not interested in films. He found the film world artificial and glamorous, and he could not compromise with it. Bismillah Khan played Shehnai in the USA, Canada, Japan, and many more places. You will be surprised to know an auditorium in Tehran, which is in Iran, is named after him. The Har Mosque Ustad Bismillah Khan. Bismillah Khan became a legend and he was honored with many awards like Padma Shri, Padma Bhushan, Padma Vibhushan, and the highest civilian award, Bharat Ratna, in the year 2001, which he truly deserved. After all, it was his hard work, strong determination, and goal in life. Whenever he received these awards with tears in his eyes, he gave only one message to the people, that teach your children music. Because music is the rich culture and heritage of a country. People from the Western countries are coming to learn our music. Bismillah Khan travelled all over the world, but loved the places where he was born and brought up, that is Banaras and Dumrao. He lived there and he loved these places so much that one day one of his students asked him to lead a Shehnai school in USA. But he refused him and said if he could transport river Ganga and bring there, because he loved to play music in the banks of river Ganga. Ustad Bismillah Khan's life is a perfect example of the rich cultural heritage of India. It also depicts the unity in diversity, that how a Muslim boy played music in the temples. Ustad Bismillah Khan passed away on 21st August 2006 at the age of 90 after a prolonged illness, and with respect he was given a state funeral by the Government of India, and the Government of India declared one day national mourning for him. So children, this lesson gives us an inspiration to work hard with full dedication and achieve the goal in our life. I hope you understood this chapter, and the question answers of this chapter we will discuss in our next video. Thank you.